Well, the ongoing immigrant crisis here in Texas has drawn attention once again to the alarming number of people who try to make it on foot across the brutal landscape of Brooks County.
The Sheriff's Department says at least 400 sets of human remains have been discovered in Brooks County since 2009.
But now some Brooks County ranchers have become proactive to try to reduce the number of immigrants who die from dehydration.
Our Mike DeSilva has the special report.
A cemetery full of unknown remains, bones thrown together in trash bags, human remains discarded and buried so poorly and disorganized that it moved forensic psychologist researchers from outside universities to volunteer to exhume the bodies. The researchers and their students performed DNA testing on the remains in the hopes of identifying them, and in turn, providing some semblance of closure to the families of the lost. This is Brooks County, the desert of the dead.
They call Falfurrias el desierto de la muerte. This is where a lot of, people have made their last stop, trying to better themselves and their lives, their children. This is, and who knows how many people are out here right now.
Cass Hernandez is a ranch foreman at the La Copa Ranch. He comes across groups of immigrants traveling through these private ranch lands on an almost daily basis.
I call them people. I don't call them immigrants. I don't call them illegals. I call them people. They're humans just like me and you and I.
Hernandez says they come from different countries. Some of them are older, others younger. Some are women, some are children. They are all scared. Hernandez does what he can to help them.
Our dilemma here is, they show up hungry, thirsty. And of course, we're ranchers. We're trying to make a living ourselves. Sometimes we take the food out of our mouth just to give it to them because they're the ones in need.
Eddie Canales of the nonprofit South Texas Human Rights Center is leading a major initiative to try and set up water stations on the ranches in Brooks County.
It's a 55-gallon barrel that we place a lid on it, and then we drop the gallons of water in there. And then anywhere from 12 to 18 gallons of water are placed in there.
We were with Canales as he set up a water station.
Ready?
Yeah. And then raised a first aid flag on the La Copa Ranch.
This is the first time that we've used first aid. It's universal. This is humanitarian aid, whether it's medical or water.
Out on the treacherous terrain of the Brooks County brush and ranch lands, water is medicine and can be life-saving.
You can consider water being medical assistance because if you're dying of thirst, you need water. Your body's shutting down, and that's the first thing that you need.
Canales says the goal of the Human Rights Center is to institutionalize water stations like this one on all of the ranches in Brooks County. He says having access to water can mean the difference between life and death. Mike DeSilva, 3 News.
And to find out more about the South Texas Human Rights Center, just visit our website, KIIITV.com.
Still to come here on 3.